right. Sorry about that. And yes, Fuzzy, I frantically shut off. So anybody who put up a super chat, it's on the honor system. We trust you to just start your thing with super, and I will definitely read it. I apologize for that because
he just got so excited.
I had I can't believe that. I can't believe it. I can't believe that they did the moon mission on April Fool's.
So good. It's so good.
Like, you think that they didn't, like, you think they didn't realize that? You think that, like, when they were planning it, they didn't realize it was on April Fool's?
There's no way that it didn't come up in any room, right?
Yes.
Not a single person in any room was like, well, it's April Fool's Day. Maybe we should choose any other day of the year, literally any other day.
April Fool's is on a Wednesday. Is there any reason that we need to do a launch on Wednesday? They're like, yes, there is. Because it's April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, man. Okay, so we have a little bit of limited time. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this number right here. Okay. And this is from Melanie King's channel, who I will just say agrees with me on, whether or not the moon landing is legit. Okay. Which I've always struggled with that just a little bit, like I've always found it slightly unlikely,
when you first told me your thoughts, I remember thinking you were absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
And then the more stuff I watched, I was like, huh.
Yeah. Like things like this as an example.
Things like who recorded it landing and taking off? Like they just left the cameraman on the moon. Like, see ya.
Yeah. Now, what's going to be really interesting to watch is when we clicked off the other stream, okay, there were 3,400 people watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that was just on my channel. And now we're streaming to both channels. And let's just see how many people hop on and see, like,
let's find out.
Maybe pointing out that it's plausible that this is not real might be pretty high up on the list of things that they're like, no.
Of YouTube no-nos?
No. Because so far we have 113 people. Okay. Like,
yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Anyway. All right. So let's watch this.
YouTube said no.
They've been doing this to me, dude.
Piece of junk went to the moon. Yeah, this is the thing NASA said landed on the moon.
Will NASA be using duct tape again for this moon mission as well? Guys, I posted that this morning because if you don't know, they're supposed to be doing a moon mission. They're going around the moon. They canceled the moon landing again. The moon landing. But I've got some treats in store for you. Take a look at this first one.
Does anyone actually believe that this piece of junk went to the moon? Yeah, this is the thing NASA said landed on the moon. It looks like it's made of cardboard, aluminum foil, and duct tape. Yeah, I said duct tape. Remember this go-kart NASA brought to the moon? Well, they used duct tape on it to hold the wheel together. Yeah, that's duct tape.
Duct tape is very strong.
Ask NASA. NASA themselves said they used duct.
By the way, she has 1 million subscribers, and this video did 29,000 views.
Okay.
That
YouTube
seems a little on the nose. Yeah, they're all
duct tape to keep the moon buggy and the moon lander together. So this thing landed on the moon and took off again?
Oh, this is the best.
99, proceeded, 3, 2, 1.
Oh. That's the real footage, you guys. That is the official footage of the lander launching back into outer space, where it's going to dock with the
like
shuttle. Look at
sufficient force.
Gabrielle, look at this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. Anybody who thinks that I'm just fucking talking shit about things getting suppressed, okay? We're almost 5 minutes in, and we have 240 combined live viewers when we turned off at 3,400.
Like 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago, and said we'd be back on.
That's
okay.
Crazy.
You think that 95% of people were, now we're out, dude? They are literally hiding it from people. I'm going to have to put this in members only afterwards, though.
Right away, Houston. Thanks, you're good.
Who's filming that? Who stayed behind
my
to film
question.
that? So we're supposed to believe all this crap made it to the moon? Look at all those footsteps. They must have been walking around a lot. Thank God there's a
Running
breeze
around.
so the flag will wave. And by the way, who's taking the picture of the first steps on the moon?
Exactly.
You believe whatever you want to believe. But
Replay the sparks again. Yeah, it's
You mean that
pretty good.
super powerful takeoff that pushed it back into Earth's orbit?
Yeah.
That one?
Oh,
together. So this thing landed on the moon and took off again?
99, proceeded, 3, 2, 1. You're good.
Who's filming that?
oh
stayed behind to
man,
film
that's
that?
so good, dude.
So wild.
What's hilarious about that too, though, is that any person with two, Gabriel, I will say this though, this is actually the most egregious suppression I've ever seen. In my entire
pretty bad.
career, on YouTube, I've never seen it this obvious and aggressive where we literally were live 5 minutes ago to 3,400 people and said, we'll be right back. And it is at 288 now with 2 channels contributing to it.
It's flying.
It's at a 95% reduction from my channel after being up for
Crazy.
7 minutes, dude. Just saying, dude. I am just saying.
Someone asked what I believe. Well, when we first started talking about this, when we first met, I mean, we've been together for like 20 years. And when he first told me his thoughts on what actually happened that day, I was like, you're freaking crazy. Like, why would they lie about this? And how would they keep it under wraps? And then he's like, just watch this, and showed me several, I don't know, videos, documentaries, whatever about it. And the more you watch, the more you couldn't possibly believe it's true.
Oh, sorry. This does actually let them off the hook a little bit. Okay. Because I didn't even think about it. It's like YouTube can only suggest one of my things at a time. And they're like, okay, this is what your channel likes, and people are clicking on it a lot. Like, we're not going to derail this by showing them moon landing April Fools. Maybe. You know,
It's all right. This is for fun.
Yeah. But anyway, so Gabrielle was convinced by things like this.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say.
Honestly, it was one of the things that guy said that was the nail in the coffin for me. Who was recording the first steps and who was taking the footage of it leaving?
Yeah. Exactly. And
that's literally the only thing you need to point out. And the rest of it, obviously, there's a ton of other things like the wind, the shadows, the footsteps, the way they move, like all of it. But just those 2 things, who was recording the first steps and who recorded it leaving the moon. That's it.
Yep. Tough to answer.
They just left him there. He's still there.
Yeah.
He's just hanging out. He's going to wave as they go by this time.
Yep.
Like,
and it pans up. It pans up, dude.
Yeah.
Michael, we were streaming for about 35 minutes, but we were doing a different topic. And then
I
shut it down.
Jessie.
And then, she told me that the moon mission was launched on April Fool's, which I, for some reason, did not realize. And I lost my shit. And I'm like, we have to restart the stream, which clearly was a very poor decision since we have lost 90% of our fucking audience, YouTube. But yeah, like, so the thing I was going to say about that clip right there, where the launch is the people who will argue with you the most passionately about the fact that you're crazy saying that we didn't go to the moon. None of them have seen that clip. Like they none of them have seen any of it. That's why it's so easy to convince people. If you watch, when I went out and I did the stream with the girl in Denver. Oh my God. I can't remember my parents' fucking name sometimes, dude.
Yeah. It's okay.
This is bad.
He was under anesthesia this morning.
I
did
let
you off the hook.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So she was one of the people, like, she had watched some like stuff in preparation. So she knew it would come up, and she was like, I don't like that you say, and it took me 20 minutes to have a person who was a fucking all in to her laughing and being like, okay, maybe I didn't know much about this as I thought.
Even if you don't go all in, it didn't happen. You're at least like, well, I'm not as certain as I was when I walked into this conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you have questions raised and you start thinking about it a little more critically.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, Gabrielle and Daddy Wells should do a weekly live stream that's streamed on both her channel and Play with Matches. Be good. I agree. I actually tried to do
Who's
this.
Daddy Wells?
It's Danielle.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was her
Yeah.
name. I like her. She's great.
Yeah, we were talking about doing that on what the fuck was it, dude? It was someone who was a
Jesse's
jealous
brain today.
psycho. And I called, and I had Danielle on the phone and called down to Gabrielle. It's like, will you guys both do this thing with me real quick? I need 5 minutes from both of you. And Gab's all, no. And Danielle's like, no. I was like, nice.
We were busy.
Yeah. I mean, I generally I don't generally like schedule things far in advance, which is not.
So my favorite thing about this whole moon situation is our 9-year-old is in the tag program at school, like the talented and gifted program. And her teacher is lovely. I just adore her. She's very, very intelligent. And so our 9-year-old it just proclaims in her small group tag class one day that we didn't go to the moon. And her teacher is just like, I like your parents. They're intelligent, but that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
okay. So Genevieve keeps walking in with random little bits. So we go back and forth. Like, I'm like, why don't you ask teacher how blah, blah, blah. Like just joking. It's like this playful banter.
No, I was like, just don't ever bring it up again.
It's
like,
no, but it's funny. Like she laughs about the whole thing. Like we laugh when we see each other.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It is hilarious. And the people who said there you go, Angela Rose. Jesus, that is embarrassing. I'm sorry, Angela. I know your name. So yeah, okay. So earlier on the other stream, when I was talking about how I had like the barn burner story about the Charlie Kirk case and the video just died. Jamie's the one who sent it to me. The one about the fact that the DA does not have the evidence that they need to try the case because the feds haven't gotten it to them yet. And he said that in open court. Anyway, Jamie's and his boots were slick bottom and the boot prints have tread. How on earth? How did they call Earth when I have spots? I have still no service.
And back in the 60s, like before cell phone, like
dude, there's actually a part of that in this video right here where check this out. He actually talks about that. Look
NASA
at this.
does.
He's on a landline.
No, well, NASA's answer to that I have heard is that it was like a radio signal, and then they had a phone by like the radio, and that's what the call was. The call wasn't to the moon. The call was to headquarters or whatever you call it.
It was to Houston, Houston, and then they broadcast it off of these these huge ones. Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah. But how'd they get it back is the problem. Okay. Right. Even if you can make that make sense and there's not some enormous delay.
Exactly.
It's 300,000 miles away.
How's the moon?
Yeah. Exactly. And think about this too. Like in 69, 70, whatever, if you were talking on a like internationally, everybody knows this. If you look this up, that if you were talking like to England and you were in New York, it would be like, how are you?
Yep.
And they'd be like, I'm great. How are you? And it was like this huge delay. That's 3,000 to 4,000 miles away. This is 237,000 miles away in space. Yeah. And it's like, hey. So, oh my God, there? Mr. President, thanks for the call. This is the cleanest, most completely real call ever. Don't think too much about it.
And then you also see like the video footage of the astronauts before and after, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like
when they're doing the press conference.
Yeah. Like at what point do you think they figured like they were in on it or whatever?
So what I think at Wes Watson's prison Vaseline fund. Thank you. Thank you, Fuzzy. What I think is that I think that they genuinely tried, you know, like because they said they were like, we're going to the moon, you know, I don't have very good JFK impersonation. We will go to the moon not because it's easy, but because it's hard.
It's not terrible.
That's the best I got.
It's pretty good.
We will go to the moon.
Jesse can't say words from another human being's mouth without trying to impersonate them.
I don't do it on purpose most of the time. But this time.
One of my favorite things.
We will go to the moon. We will go to the moon. We will go to the moon. And then it's like, we'll do it by this date. And he's gone. And now you have Nixon who's like, hey, listen, we can figure something out, huh? Did you see? You know, I and what's funny is I guarantee that I know exactly how this unfolded, which is they figured out at some point, they're like, you listen, we're not gonna be able to do this. And Nixon or one of his inside group, they watched the movie, Space Odyssey 2001.
Stanley.
And they're like, you know, Mr. President, have you seen Stanley Kubrick's new movie? I mean, it is amazing.
It's very convincing. Those graphics
it looks exactly like they're on another planet.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we just say we went? Why couldn't we just say we went and we could claim the territory? How would they know? And it's like, it's pretty short-term thinking. You know, it's kind of like us being like, there's no way they're from the future or whatever UFOs are. There's no way there's blah, blah, blah. It's like, I mean, no, there absolutely is a way of that. It's just, all you have to do is look backward. Hey, what did the technology look like 400 years ago? And then compare, you know, you're like, so the reason that I was able to kill the guy 1,000 yards away without him knowing what was going on is because we have these things called firearms. And I was able to GPS you with this little screen. And it was literally, I can have a thing fly over you and drop a bomb and it'll land on your head. They're like,
someone said we cut out. Are we cut out for everyone else? Or can y'all hear us?
We cut out?
Someone said.
These guys fucking
turn them off.
Turn them off. Yeah. The other channel is me and Gabrielle's channel. Okay, Jamie, everyone needs to like the video, subscribe to both channels. Doesn't cost money. Work on the Autumn system here. Don't be part of it's true.
You're awesome, Jamie.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
The problem, though, is that I made a very idiotic decision to do a separate stream for the moon landing when we had 3,500 people watching, and now we have 432.
It's a more intimate group. It's fine.
Yeah, and it's gonna go in. It's gonna go in members only. So you guys are the only ones who are gonna see it, except for the members. So, oh my God.
Okay, good. Y'all can hear us.
Gabrielle, I think this means 5. Wait.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Is that saying I'm 5'5"? Is that are we doing this again? I will. I swear to God, because this is such an intimate group, I will walk us over
to our ruler.
I will walk us over to our ruler in the wall after this. I swear. Oh man. Wait, hang on. Someone said we get a hold of who?
Get a hold of who? Yeah.
You guys are the real fans. That's a fact. They only told. Gosh, you know, what are we, garbage? Hell no.
No, this is fun.
The exact opposite. Do we look like we're not having a good time? I'm just saying we could have also had all of you guys and then like a larger audience. I just made a very poor strategic decision because Gabrielle broke my fucking brain that they did it on April
I could not believe that you didn't know that.
I'm not on Instagram where they say funny little things like that.
I live in that land.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that. Let me just see when you go Moon Mission 26 April.
See what comes up.
I'm very curious what is going to come up. Oops. Okay, here we go. Conspiracy theorists. Of course. Yeah, conspiracy theorists are going to have a field day as NASA gears up to launch on April Fools. I mean,
they kind of set themselves up for this.
Yes, NASA's launching Artemis 2 astronauts to the moon on April Fool's Day. It's not a joke. Oh my God, dude.
So good.
See, and here's the thing. Let me do this because I think we're going to redo that. And I'll tell you exactly why we're going to redo that.
Redo what?
We're going to just redo what just happened. Oh my God, I got to remove that from this. Oh my God, not that.
What is happening?
I need to get rid of the watermark because we're going to make a short right now, Gabrielle. Okay. Like we're going to make a short out of this moment right now, except my stupid fucking logo is in the way. It's going to ruin it. But I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. So,
I don't know.
Okay. Ready, guys? We're doing this like, you guys are going with us.
Okay.
Gabrielle, yes, NASA's launching Artemis 2 astronauts to the moon on April Fool's Day, and it's not a joke. And they're hoping a historic moon launch, not a punchline on April 1st.
Yeah, right. NASA.
Dude,
yeah.
Why would they do that for real though? Like, forget about the short. Why would they do this?
Yeah, I don't know. They're either literally not a soul in there because they're all like, brainy nerd people, which I love, by the way. Maybe it went over all of their heads, or it's like the ultimate gaslight.
I think that.
I think that as well.
I think that they have now just accepted that enough people have figured it out. Because here's the thing, the United States government is never going to be like, there's a massive announcement tonight, guys. So, all you guys who passionately defended the government saying, of course we went to the moon, you're idiots. Because, the other team that was like, idiots. Do you understand how obvious? They were right. Okay, we did. It was a psyop that we did in the 60s. Okay.
I mean, I had considered what is that? Cadillac, whatever. I can't see the whole name. But
this one?
No, not the. He said trajectory, but about timing. Like I had considered that there is a universe where the timing had to be such that they had to take off on that day
to catch some kind of solar wind or something.
Yeah, something. But I mean, just push it a couple months or April Fool's Day. Come on.
Look up the Tyros 1 satellite launch date. Okay, will do. I will.
We will do that.
Tyros.
Thank you for the super chat.
1,
it's just me.
Launch date. Okay. Tyros 1 launch date, April 1st, 1960.
Oh.
But what is Tyros 1? Okay, hang on. Now.
Experimental step.
It was the operational weather satellite, the first of a series of televised infrared observation satellites placed in low Earth orbit.
Did they go out of Cape Canaveral? So yeah, maybe there's something about that day.
I mean, they're launching on those days. Like obviously you can launch things into space. The question is whether or not you can, and honestly, I don't have any idea what our technological capabilities are in terms of flying around the moon. I still have always heard that we don't have the ability to protect human organic organisms going through the Van Allen radiation belt.
Apparently there's a very tiny thin layer somewhere that we can go through.
Do you want to know what my theory of what the Van Allen radiation belts actually is?
Aliens locking us on Earth. You've told me this.
Not letting these crazy,
barbarians, actual barbarians,
fucking lunatics who build atomic bomb
and build atomic energy.
Thank you.
And use it
for
to
that.
Kill each other instead of powering the world.
Exactly. Here's the fundamental
crazy.
Building blocks of matter. And here's a way that you can have endless energy and abundance for everyone. And they're all, what else can you use it for? It's like, you could liquidate all of the progress that you've made as a collective species all in at once, right? You could just take it down to zero, and then like the people who survive will be all deformed and stupid.
It's going to be great.
You will lose everything, every single thing. What do you want to do? They're like, fuck, what do you think we're going to do?
Weapons for sure.
What if they build weapons? Okay. This is not crazy. What if they build weapons? They are you.
It's not a bad theory. It's not a bad theory at all.
Which part?
Your theory that it's like,
how they locked us
in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, you guys want to take your technology, test out your technology, rock and roll, dude. But you crazy fucks. Okay. No,
you're stuck here.
Not until you learn how to get along. Go along to get along to go along. I'm
sorry, what?
But that the like in terms of like documented history, when the UFO phenomenon started in the modern age, is heavily documented that exactly. Starts right then.
When we started producing those weapons of mass destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is fascinating. Those stories get me every single time. Like just when they're turning off the whatever plants. What do you call them? Wherever they're at. When the UFOs come and just like shut down.
Shut down the side, like the ICBM silos. Yeah. And they're all independently
powered
for the exact reason is they don't want an enemy to be able to shut them all down.
Yeah.
But Cadillac, this is I've heard this too. The thing is that no one's saying that we can't get
put stuff there.
Things on the moon. You can get rovers on the moon. Mm-hmm. You can get rovers to Mars. You can get rovers to the moons of Saturn. You can get them, whatever.
Although the Mars one is fascinating because what's the desert where a lot of the footage matches up with? It's like a barren place. And a lot of the images that they say are coming from the Mars rover.
Gabrielle, you are related. Your uncle built the Mars rover.
I know. Well, he didn't build it, but he
He was a project manager.
He
on
jokes
it,
that
or
he was a
whatever.
babysitter for it.
He's a project manager.
Yeah.
For the Mars rover.
I know.
You can't publicly question whether the Mars rover is actually on Mars, dude.
Have you seen those photos? What's that place called? Someone knows what I'm talking about. There's like, I think it's in like Iceland or something.
I don't know about this.
Devon Island. Yeah, Devon Island.
Devon
exactly.
Okay, I will check that out.
No, just Google it really fast, dude. Devon Island, Mars.
We the people. Thank you very much, dude. I had to subscribe again today. I told you, dude, that they unsubscribe people.
And thank you for
appreciate you, dude.
Did you subscribe to both of our channels?
Yeah, and if you haven't subscribed to Play with Matches,
our channel's fun.
Listen, the discovery of Play with Matches for people who are like big fans of my channel and didn't know about Play with Matches, I get emails all the time. They're like, you need to talk about that more. You have like a couple hundred videos on there, and they're like, they'll watch 3 and they're like, this is better than your channel. I'm like, I know.
We have fun over there.
We just don't post enough to where YouTube like pumps it or whatever. Okay, yeah. So wait, Devon Island. We will look at that in a second. Curious Amara. How are you, Curious Amara? Supposedly Melanie showed a picture on her show last night of the lady who was one of the Artemis crew, and she looks like the astronaut that died years ago when the shuttle blew up. Oh. So here's the thing about that.
What is that implying?
Yeah, I don't know what that implies, but also why would they make believe blow up the Challenger? Because they're talking about the Challenger.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched a full documentary about the Challenger in a very like important moment of my life right before I did Ibogaine, and I like watched that, and that ended up influencing my experience in it. So like I know a lot about that and it's like there's no way that there's no benefit to them faking that at all. That really was, they had the O-rings and they kept on every single launch. They're like, sir, we have to do something about these O-rings. And they're like, we're getting pressure from the government. It's going to make it. It'll make it, until the one time it didn't fucking make it. And it blew up exactly like they said it was going
Horrifying.
to. Yeah, it's rough. But I just sent you a clip of Buzz you need to see. Okay, I will. And
thank you again.
Dude, I just watched a clip of Mitchell, who had the guy who made everybody swear on the Bible that they actually went to the moon. Mm-hmm. And he's the only one that agreed to put his hand on the Bible and swear on the Bible that they went to the moon. But then he immediately afterwards says, I don't believe in this though. I don't think that this book means anything. And so I don't. And then he's like, you know what though? But you guys came here under false pretense. Get the hell out of my house. Get out of my house. And they're kind of pressing him a little bit. Uh-huh. He's like, I would, if I was still whatever, I would punch you in the face, whatever. And so they leave. And he's so mad that they forget that they're still mic'd up. And his son, as soon as they're outside, goes, you want to call the CIA and have him dusted on a hot mic, dude.
Wow.
Driving faster. Thank you very much, dude. Great job, you guys. You guys look great together.
Aww.
Thank you so
Appreciate that
much. I have to stay in good shape to sit next to her and not embarrass myself. Okay, Devon Island, Mars rover.
So they have admitted, or not, I don't know that admitted is the right word, but they said like there's a NASA base there, and they have done like experiments and trial runs, and
so some of the pictures probably are from there,
right? But some of the images they claim are Mars are strikingly similar to the terrain.
Again, so both things might be true. They might be on Mars, and they also sometimes share pictures there.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know why you would do that.
I don't either.
Okay. This says NASA does not show a Mars rover.
What?
Because I looked it up and it was like some Reuters fact check.
Go to photos. Go back to Google and click on photos.
Ugh. You hear how she talks to me, you guys? You hear how she speaks to me? Oh, wow.
Yeah, but like there's some that compare landscapes.
Is that not
and they're identical?
Or
no.
Like that's supposed to actually be Mars.
No, that's Devon Island. Scroll down.
Okay.
Go down.
Oh, here
down.
we go.
The one that in the middle where it's split.
This one? Oh, right here?
Maybe I'll find one.
Okay, because she's like, am I just finding out that on Instagram they juke shit and then share it?
No. You're just not looking good.
I'm not looking good. Oh, I'm not.
You're not looking well.
Okay, I'm not. I am. Here we go. There you go. Okay, here we go.
Okay, yeah.
Here
now
we
we're
go.
getting into it.
Now we got it. All right. So,
This is from Devon Island in Canada. This is another picture from Mars. This is from Devon Island in Canada. So here's a picture that they give us from Mars.
There's so many more of these.
What if I told you the Mars rover footage looks suspiciously like Canada? Not a theory. Go look up Devon Island. NASA and contractors publicly filmed rover training on Devon Island, Earth's largest uninhabited island, bleak, rocky, red-tinted in places. Now compare. The Mars photos. Same fractured rock plates, same dusty ridges, same horizon lines. It's like a copy-paste.
It's the horizon lines, yeah.
Convenient, right?
Where are the actual pictures?
This is not a good video.
The public asks for raw, continuous footage of a rover.
Why do you guys all have to play
this from us? Because
music?
if I zoom in into this isolated region in Canada, why is there NASA equipment talking about Mars? There's a NASA logo, another NASA logo.
Well, we know that. They
What
do
is
training
going
there.
on? This is Devon Island. And as much as some people want you to believe that the government doesn't want you to know about this, it is actually...
Okay. How about you find an image that is from Mars, supposedly, and then have that, because like a lot of times people will take shit like, oh, this was a
For
like,
sure.
and then they're like, oh, look, they're saying it's from Mars, but it's like, where is it? Where are they saying it from Mars? What? Where are they saying it from Mars? What did you say, Jesse on Fire? Nothing, dude. Nothing. Okay, hang on. Let's look at this though. So,
do you think they're going to send back a photo of the flag on the moon from their trip?
oh yeah, that's the thing too. So in terms of them having stuff on the moon, like everybody knows that you can get like rovers to the moon.
You can send inanimate objects through the Van Allen radiation belt.
But you don't even, China is there, Japan is there, like Russia's been there. There's no, it's about the ability to get humans there and get them back. And also the rovers are like, I looked this up. How often do rovers return to Earth? And it's matter of fact, let me just, okay. How like are modern moon rovers returning to Earth with samples? Let's see. Yes, modern moon rovers and robotic probes are returning with samples to Earth, with China successfully executing multiple lunar sample return missions in recent years. Like I said, because they're ahead of us, which is why we're all of a sudden obsessed with the moon.
Going back.
Yeah. Yeah, this is all China. That's what I thought. These two moon rovers used cameras and lasers to hunt simulated water ice, and one looks like Wall-E. Okay,
it does look like Wall-E.
But if that's supposedly on the moon, I think that shit's fake too. Yeah, they're saying that's real.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe, but that looks pretty weird. Like, what would cause that? Oh, yeah, I guess that's what I don't know, then. Let's see. The excursion is not for entertainment, however. It's a recent simulation. Okay, so it's a simulation. Okay. So why are they saying that it's in Mars? Oh, simulated. Okay, never mind. I apologize. I didn't look deep enough. I just did the thing I told Gabrielle she was doing.
Reading is hard.
Yeah. However, the reason astronauts need water for living, cooking for rocket fuel, less water they could bring for them. Okay, what does this have to do with anything?
I don't know.
What does this have to, like, I asked if you bring stuff back, and the initial results are promising. No firm flight date. Dude, it's literally all up. Well, listen, guys, Elizabeth Howe, her.
That's important to know.
Is a staff writer at the Space Flight Channel between 22 and 24. When I worked at a company I will not say by name to protect their reputation because I'm going to make fun of it right now. Of course, we subscribe to Play with Matches. Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
And that's Gabrielle does keep me in line and make sure.
I try my hardest.
Yeah. But the company that, and then we'll wrap this right now. But I worked for I worked for the largest private.
I'm not going to say who they are.
Yeah, but I mean, like I don't even know if they still are. But at the time, they were the largest privately owned satellite company in the world, and they have the largest two constellations of satellites. And in my, I had to go through like extensive like defense training, where it's like because we actually got hacked by China almost like I think it was like the second week that I worked there, because we had captured a secret Chinese submarine docking at a base that they thought we didn't know about, and we sent it into the whoever intelligence agencies, and then they gave it to CNN, and CNN had credited us for the picture, and we got this massive hack like immediately afterwards, because China used to always do all of this stuff where they would put equipment out or like put bases out in places they knew that we would photograph, because we photograph every inch of the planet once a day. And so they would like do these things that were like shows, like they wanted us to see it and then turn it in, but they did not want us to see the fucking submarine base. And they hacked they attacked the channel or the company. Anyway, so the other part of the training though was it's the first time that I had woke sensitivity training, like the very first time. And the dude who taught it to me, okay, before I saw him face through email, we found out that he identified as an indigenous something or other, right? Like he said this in the prep for the training. This dude, it literally, if I was dead serious and came on here and be like, a lot of people don't know this, but I identify as an indigenous brown skin Native American. You guys be like, what are you talking about? It's
so
like,
he was white, is what you're saying.
Fucking white as a ghost, dude. And flamingly homosexual. Like, I mean, making no secret of it. And also had the it was in that moment where if you were gay and in a position of like, this is how we're doing shit in the company, they were literally just like, this is how I slap my fucking dick on the table. Fuck you. Okay. Wow. You're going to have to live in my world, pal. Okay. Yeah. I identify as indigenous. And also I am a homosexual. Big time homosexual. You have a problem with that? Do you? It was just like that, dude. And it was like, I had to like take the thing. Great. Remember when I had to do the training, like the quiz? And I was like, Gabrielle, look at this. Look at this fucking training, dude.
I had to do the training.
It was amazing, dude. Because it was so funny that I was like, Gabrielle, what do you think the right answer to this fucking question is? It was so over the top and hilarious. Absurd. Yeah, dude.
Absurd.
Have I seen Golf Course Guy again? Of course not.
Sadly, no.
I would have for sure told you guys about that.
Thank you for the super sticker.
Yeah, and thank you.
Faster.
I'm driving faster, and thank you, Jamie.
I like that handle.
Okay, can he take your cheeks? What kind of question is that?
What?
He wants me to take his cheeks, guy. Obviously, you think that guy wants to take? He wouldn't know what to do with these cheeks, dog.
Ew.
Anywho, all right, guys, we got to jump. We're gonna go put our kids to bed and then do something else.
See ya.
Bye-bye.